A Tale of Tyler, Pourquoi Memoir. Hello, I'm Tyler Fonville, and I'd like to tell you my story of how I came to be. Let's take a look back in the early part of my life. The earliest memory I have is music, specifically jazz music. I remember my parents always playing it in the background while they were either being with me or my sister. My parents did have a very influential effect on me musically as I grew up as a child. When I first started school, I went to a private school and I had a lot of friends and I sang in the school choir and it was a lot of fun. But then my mom decided to move to a new school. She didn't think the other school was teaching me right. So I had a hard time transitioning, making new friends at this new place that I've never been before. It didn't occur to me that I should have joined the choir until my 4th grade music teacher had brought it up to me. She had saw that I had already started learning the music without even being a part of the ensemble. At that point, I had joined the choir and basically become the teacher's pet for the fine arts program. Moving forward, I continued to the middle school. Adjusting wasn't really that difficult. I had a few friends from elementary school that I came to the middle school with, so I did know a few people. I really didn't know what I wanted to do in music. A bunch of ideas had popped up into my head. I could teach, I can perform, I can do business, I can make music. As you can see, I put High School Musical down, the movie. This opened up a new world of music to me. Definitely helped me create some friends musically. I then rejoined the choir and began to see more and understand more vocally. I also began to play the clarinet. I was sort of bullied into it. Ask me about that later. Middle school was definitely an interesting place for me. I definitely started to learn more about myself. Watching the movie August Rush definitely opened my eyes to a completely different world of music. Seeing such a young boy learn so much so fast about music naturally and being able to compose such great music at a very young age and actually perform it definitely inspired me as a kid. Moving up, I then moved to Brentwood High School. This is where most, if not all, of my dreams started to really solidify and take place. In 9th grade, I influenced my choral director to start the freshman center's first select choir. I had saw that there was a group of students who really wanted to excel in music and wanted to not mess around like many of the other students who were just placed there. In this year, I also joined the marching band, forcefully but loved for my mother. I didn't necessarily want to be a part of the organization. I really didn't like the band director. He had a very sassy personality. I went through the entire summer, all of the camps, every single week on the hot football field, and at the end of it, I loved it. We won championships. All in all, I grew musically and built many friendships to last a lifetime. Moving to the actual campus of the high school, I made it into the chamber choir, the jazz choir, and the symphonic band all in my sophomore year. Very rare, but hey, what do you say, I did it. Throughout the 4 years, I also attended NISMA, Skamea, and an outside of school group called the Nassau-Suffolk Vocal Jazz Ensemble. By the time senior year came, I was the president of our chamber choir, and my marching band had moved up to national class in the circuit. It was really awesome. A quote my band director would constantly say, "Be better than where you were yesterday." This is my freshman year show when we won championships. Going throughout high school and learning different things, I finally found what I wanted to do. I wanted to teach. Finally, I graduated. Forever awkward, I'm now off to the Crane School of Music at SUNY Potsdam. This is a giant step in my life. Moving over 250 miles away from my family who I've been with for about 18 years, to moving in with a complete stranger. Who does that? I then had to make a whole new set of friends. It was strange, but I think it was a really fun and interesting process. It was definitely a strange idea moving into SUNY Potsdam system, declaring a major as music ed. As a freshman, I knew the workload was going to be hard, but now as a sophomore, it's 10 times harder. It's been a struggle getting to where I am today. Learning how to plan things out properly, scheduling things. It's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. Friendships, relationships, a lot of them get stronger, and a lot of them also get weaker as well. In this point in our life, we're definitely changing. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and socially. At this point, we have to learn what we have to sacrifice in order to get ourselves where we need to go and where we want to go. My family and friends have always been supportive of me doing music. A lot of them have been performers at one point in their life. A lot of my friends are also pursuing music the same way that I am. I don't think anyone really would support someone if they didn't enjoy the art themselves. How have I made it this far? Where will I go with all this information? I take each day step by step. There's a lot that goes on, but as long as I take a breath and realize what my goal is and where I'm going, that's all that matters. After I get my bachelor's degree, I plan on going to school again, but to study my plan B, which is hair and beauty. Jobs right now, musically, aren't as great as any of us would really like to hope. I hope to then soon start teaching. After I've been teaching for a while, I do want to go back to school and get my master's degree. Through it all, I want to at least stay true to myself and live life to its fullest potential. Make so many memories and learn from so many experiences. Inspiring my students will be my greatest accomplishment, not just to have them go straight into the music field, but at least have a passion to what they want to do and to actually pursue it. The story's not over yet.